Hello and welcome to the Dynata training series. This video will cover appending new respondents to a dataset that's already been uploaded to MarketSight. In this example, we have already uploaded the first wave of our study. Additional respondents took the survey, so now we need to analyze the two waves together. To begin, we will right-click on the original dataset's name and select Append Data. We can add our new respondents to a copy of the dataset or to the original dataset itself. MarketSight will produce an untouched copy of the dataset with either choice. We will choose to append new respondents here. Next, click on Select to find and select the new dataset on your computer. If the dataset format has an associated label file that can be added using the second Select button. Click Next. Once the data is uploaded, we are prompted with a window showing how many records were successfully added. Click OK to proceed. During this process, MarketSight automatically matched variables from both datasets that had identical variable label and codes and identical value label and codes. The status box in the center of the window will also list the number of matched and unmatched variables. Unmatched variables are broken out between the two datasets, new and old. The middle value here shows the number of variables matched by rows at the top of the dialog. By default, this will be 0, but the number will update as we toggle the rule listed above on or off. Ideally, you would aim to minimize the number of unmatched variables with any combination of these rules. The first rule allows for changes to the values of variables. If variable A in the old dataset had values 1 and 2, and variable A in the new dataset has values 1 and 3, the combined variable will have values 1, 2, and 3. The second rule should be used if changes have been made to the value labels of a variable. By default, MarketSight will then use the new dataset label for combined dataset. The third rule provides two options for situations when either variable codes or value labels don't match between the new and old dataset. In either case, MarketSight will match on what is shared between the two variables and use the information from the new dataset in the combined dataset. The bottom section of this page determines how the remaining unmatched variables are handled. You can choose to manually match them or add them to your combined dataset as new variables. If you choose to match manually, MarketSight lets you choose which dataset the variable label and codes will be taken from. If you decide to add them as new variables, the next button will skip ahead to the variable options. Otherwise, next bring us to the manual matching page. On the manual matching page, we see unmatched variables from the new and old datasets on the left and matched variable sections on the right. When you select a variable from the new dataset, a recommended match variable will be highlighted in the old dataset. If no recommendation match is given, you can select a variable from the old dataset. Clicking the match button will join the two variables and move them to the section on the right. Now look at this pop-up which says that the variables you have attempted to match have different values. While matching, you can expand the variables to compare its values and help identify why these weren't matched automatically. For example, if we expand household income, we can see that in the new dataset, value label for code 10 is declined to answer, whereas in the old dataset, it is DK, which is slightly different. This is the reason why it didn't match automatically. If we are fine with the labels, then we can click OK to proceed. If a variable was removed from the survey and there is nothing to match it to, you can leave it to unmatched. When completed, click Next to view the View Variable options. Creating a wave variable will help differentiate the respondents from the old dataset and the new dataset. We can also specify which waves of the data will be shown in the existing crosstab, charts, dashboards, and data views. We can opt to include just old data or new data, or we can include both. This can be changed within individual crosstab or data views later. Lastly, give the new combined dataset a name. Click Finish to complete the result. We can see in the task list that the append is in progress. And once completed, we will see the new combined dataset appear in the datasets page. We hope you find this video helpful and thank you for watching.